African leaders and businessmen are in Rwanda for the second day of the World Economic Forum on Africa. This year's event is focused on preparing the continent for the digital era. The forum is hoping to stimulate growth by shifting focus from a dependency on commodities to other sectors like technology. Well, TRT World's Alijan Anla is in Kigali and joins us now live from the WEF. Alijan.
Yes, Kamali, here at the World Economic Forum, business and political leaders are discussing a range of issues, from technology and how countries can better use this to boost their economies, make them more competitive, all the way out to healthcare, education, poverty. But there is one thing that could actually hinder all this, and this is corruption. And to talk more about this, I'm joined now by Anton de Plessis. He's the executive director of ISS, or the Institute for Security Studies, for more on this. Anton, thank you very much for joining us. Now, I want to start by asking you this. You believe that corruption in Africa is not just a problem, but the biggest problem. Do you feel that this corruption has been given enough emphasis here at the World Economic Forum?
Not enough, but increasingly more emphasis than has in the past. And partly that's because of the rising middle class, it's because of technology, it's because of youth leaders, and there's a changing leadership group of leaders in Africa that realize that they came to power on anti-corruption tickets. They need to stay in power by making sure that they put they walk the anti-corruption talk that they've been speaking about. So it's better than it has been. Still a lot to be done because, as you say, in my view, corruption is Africa's biggest challenge. It's not a social ill. It's not a way of life. It's killing many people, and it has to be dealt with if we want to get to all the benefits which we're speaking about here, the benefits of the fourth industrial revolution, for example. We have to deal with corruption.
When you look at corruption, the two main actors, if you can call them that, are government and big business. But they're also the ones who should be providing solutions. So how's this going to work?
You need political leadership, you need ethical leadership, you need to disentangle that relationship, which of course is difficult to do because both parties benefit from that relationship traditionally. That's how corruption works. But I think the calibration is changing for leaders globally, from business and from government. People just are demanding more accountability, more transparency. There's a technology that's being leveraged that is just making it impossible to get away with the levels of impunity we've seen in recent years. And I think this summit, together with the UK summit happening at the same time, is hopefully going to be a game changer, that we don't just continue talking about this, but that we really do make real progress, because we're simply not going to get to where we want to go unless we address this head on. Because corruption is also worse for Africa than it is for developing countries. Our institutions are not strong enough. It's not just about taking money out of the fiscus. It really impacts on service delivery. People don't get textbooks. People don't get drinking water. We need to recalibrate it. It is our most serious problem, and people need to understand that.
Right. Anton de Plessis, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. Well, Kamali, there you have it. Anton saying that there needs to be a recalibration when it comes to corruption, and certainly a big problem when facing the continent's potential. Kamali, back to you.
Alijan, thank you from Kigali.